Time now for our international press review in the papers today. Philip Crowther's here to give us, the lowdown on everything. Starting in Madagascar, where we've had regime change, to put it one way.
Yes, good morning, Mark. Madagascar is our first stop. We'll have a look at the foreign press first, how they're handling the situation. We've got the Madagascan press as well, very interesting point of views. But let's start here in Paris with the right-leaning daily newspaper Le Figaro. There he is on the front cover. That's Ange Razuel. He himself calls himself the transitional president. I think that's what we can officially call him now. They call him the new master of Madagascar, the very young-looking Ange Razuel.
So that's a V for victory or a peace sign, depending how you want to interpret it, yeah?
There is. He's in. He seems to be pretty much in power now. That's Le Figaro. We can also have a look at The Independent in the UK. They've got their very own point of view on this. They prefer to go with a different story. They call him, they say, the former DJ puts himself in charge of Madagascar. He was, of course, a DJ in Madagascar before he even became the mayor of Antananarivo. Now he is the transitional president. That's the Africa correspondent Daniel Howden for The Independent. He says Madagascar's president was bulldozed out of office by a 34-year-old.
OK, any reaction from the Madagascan papers?
Yes, plenty. We can start with a newspaper called Midi Madagascar. They've got a cartoon in there that pretty much displays this transition. They look like two kids who are looting a hi-fi shop. They're running away with TVs, video recorders. They're being asked by two bystanders, are you pro-Razuel or are you pro-Ravalomanan? They say, quite simply, no, we're profiteurs, we're profiteers. We're profiteering from this situation. If you want.
Obviously, we've seen in the disturbances the people have sort of hijacked the political situation to profit from their own thing, obviously looting shops and stuff. What's our next story today, Philip?
Well, let's stay in Madagascar just for a short while. We've got an editorial here in L'Express de Madagascar. They've got a slightly cynical point of view of this whole thing because they do compare ex-president Ravalomanan with this new transitional president Razuel. They think something similar might happen. Ravalomanan came to power 7 years ago. He was the young, good-looking man, and it all went very much pear-shaped after 7 years. They think it might happen again. They've got this wonderful sentence at the end of their editorial. They say, the former DJ now has to come up with the feel-good hit of the summer, and his rival didn't get the last dance.
I suppose it's all in the mix, as it were.
Indeed.
OK, moving on to the Fritzl trial in Austria.
Yes, over to Austria.
What is the Austrian press saying about this?
Well, surprisingly, very little, at least on the front pages. We've had a look through the front pages in Austria, the main selling, the most important Austrian newspapers, Der Standard, Die Presse. Fritzl is not on either of the front pages. It's an astounding fact, really. We can have a look here at Der Standard. That is the front page. Ange Razuel is on the front cover right next to him. There's a story of the Russian military upgrade in the face of NATO. Only on page 9 do we find the monster of Amstetten, Joseph Fritzl, who nowadays is called Joseph F. because of legal reasons. They've got a sketch from the empty courtroom from yesterday. This courtroom will open up again today to the press and the public, and our correspondent Angela Yo will be there, for example. You can see her right there. That's a photo from inside Der Standard. There she is on the left. Right behind her, our cameraman Willy Bracciano. So France 24 are on the scene, and you'll hear a lot more from them during the day.
Interesting stuff. So basically Austria, trying to sweep it under the carpet, not facing up to it? Because obviously in the UK it would be all over the place. If it was France, it would be all over the place, but...
It seems to be a case of escapism. There's very little on this case. We've got another example. It's Die Presse, another big-selling Austrian newspaper. Joseph Fritzl is on page 7, the infamous photo that we've now all seen, the moment he couldn't hide behind the blue folder. There he is. And on the front page, a story about pensions, dream and reality, a budget deficit in Austria. So there it is, page 7.
Interesting editorial choice there by Die Presse. Philip, thank you for the press review there. You're watching France 24. Please stay with us.